The goldfish. Its entire life is in 30-second intervals. Every half minute, its brain forgets what the last half minute of its life was like. When it's hungry, it thinks it's been hungry its entire life, since its entire life was only 30 seconds ago. When it's happy, it thinks it's been happy its entire life.
How about when it's horny?
You like animals, Lennox? I bet when you were a wee lad, you put firecrackers up your cat's ass or stapled your hamster's feet to the floor. I bet there isn't a single bone in your body that has an ounce of compassion. Is there?
To think that we're actually related.
You boys gonna tell me how it went in Albuquerque yesterday, or do I have to ask?
It went quite well, Mr. Mancini.
Not as well as we might have liked.
I had a brother, Chester. Kindest person I've ever known. My best friend, really. Died of lung cancer thanks to the old man's secondhand smoke. Where the fuck are my diamonds?
Santa Fe, sir. Frank coughed up a name like a hairball. He was quite cooperative.
While he was still conscious. Well, he was giving us a hard time. Claimed he hadn't even been in Phoenix. Liars set me off.
So he killed him.
It was more or less an accident, sir.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? I started saying that as a boy to help myself relax whenever things got too tense. Winston knows the story. My mother and father were both screamers. If I'd only had a gun then, well, I would have blown their fucking brains all over their maple green wallpaper.
There's nothing to worry about, Mr. Mancini. Lennox and I buried Frank's body underneath his house. There's no way it can come back to you, sir.
Maybe not this time. But what about the next guy Lennox does shoot, who gets away? How about him?
Lennox is done shooting people. It's out of his system, sir.
And God save the Queen.
Winston, what rock did you find this moron under?
He means well, sir.
Unlike my cousin, the professor here, I didn't spend my life in front of a chalkboard or curled up with a nice Harry Potter book. No offence, cousin. No. I grew up snatching old ladies' handbags and nicking cars. See, in my world, things seldom go according to plan. You have to think on your feet.
What's your point?
We can promise there won't be any more bloodshed till your balls are blue. Truth is, if we get caught in a Mexican standoff over your bloody diamonds, I'll be pulling the fucking trigger. End scene.
Can you ever just go with the flow? You always have to pick a bone? I'm serious. I don't know about you, but I need this gig. I'm broke.
Your university didn't give you a severance package?
He wasn't tenured. University downsized, and Winston got thrown out like a beaten-up textbook.
That's Gina.
And such a good teacher.
She was one of my students. Never let anyone say that brains and beauty aren't just as powerful as a loaded gun. Out of pity, Gina asked her boyfriend if he had some work for me.
Is this your cousin?
The name is Lennox.
It turns out I reminded Mr. Mancini of his dead brother, Chester. In like flint.
You're not from around here, are you?
Did my accent give me away?
And your eyes. In this country, it's considered rude to stare at a woman's ass.
Oh, in that case, my apologies, love.
Gina.
Gina.
For you. Open it. It's from my personal collection.
I'd be happy to give you a gift from my personal collection, love. Do you like guns?
What's this, a social call? We're in the middle of a meeting here.
I was just leaving. Thanks for the book.
Lose a cigarette, babe. To my pied-à-terre in Santa Fe. I dreamed a dream in time gone by when hopes were high. I bought it when I fell in love with the opera there.
Pied-à-terre. Ain't that French for shithouse?
Something I forgot to mention about the goldfish. When it's dying, it thinks it's been dying its entire life. Can you imagine a purer torture?